interior desolation, I have surmounted inscrutable errata under 2 electric polar moons, shifting between the colors of slate blue and magenta. I, the anti-hill star, hovering in these Martian X-ray wastes, the iridescent enigma, my centripetal wings beating against the soul of cartographical surcease, with its innervated dissension, with its migrating sun loss. The triple atmosphere corroded by intense elliptical static, by the drainage from barbarous glacial nerves, so that the strange intentions of Phobos make the human staggering genetic less and less a catalog of spectrums, less and less a factor where ciphers are beheaded. Humankind now tending to gauge from a portico of gray green, from model as the nervous collective. So I am alone, having absorbed isolation, having absorbed the general coloration of imbalance. Isolated by planet, from Augustus to Magellan, from Vortex, Magnifica, in an alien enigma alone. I have left the herb that is species incapable of self-rescue, dazzling vapor which transmutes, which allows the watery chemicals to rise and take on the wisdom of vertical misnomer, of the acid which would blend with the aerial oxide waters, with the prepotent force of natural Hungarian speech, which implodes, which transcends the present character, constricted as it is by anorexia and debris. Its potential corrosively split into an oblong brain which ceases, like a bleak Siberian witch transformed into restoration. Its sodium kindled by fractures, which torment, which hounds the aspiration as to apogee, as to consuming relation. So I, as hummingbird, as expanded roach points in the blood, seeking elongation and task which conflagrates inertia, again the task, so that illuminates snake through the cells, no longer palpable as a visual digest, as silken sanguinary spectrums to be led and negatively fed to half learned upheavals. I who now live from the liminal burst which exists between that which flies and that which stays sullied. No, I am not marooned on ophthalmic plateaus, cartographically contained, as though Peru were the only distance, the only memorial diamond to be breathed, to be absorbed as exclusive monomial clarity. So the barrenness, the solemn gamma ray gradations, the probing snows on Olympus Mons with its scattered rays, with its geometric diamonds, congealed in the orbit of darkened stick-skin diameter, which gives me the claim to magical fluxation in mist, so that my 5 former bodies, an example, gives to my aura a fatal discipline and a marker, and a glance which traces odor according to hieroglyphic substance, capable of quantities and impressions, capable of neurological disappointments. Here I am, woven by gravitational nobility, yet of free and cold space, known throughout the yellow Saturnian embegglements, or across Uranian methane formations, or in the Hort configuration where a basic elevation is open, where pre-turpentine milling of the living and the living dead are both brought and destroyed, so that the atmosphere, unearthly ability of garrisons, becomes a canceled habitat for me. Yes, for instant offensive procurement so that the Holocaust of tribes, the central extermination of salt is no longer that which will flower in a post-racial Kemet, being the aboriginal darkness which pre-exists time. Again, the invisible fever which opens the being of random helium morale, a pitch of libido, of a center inside a center, which post-exists in inverse, called by gross existence of pre-directional Eden. So one can never explain the pure charisma of my zodiac, the instant bell of my zodiac under the Christian law of simple post-mortem carnage. Never a blame cast by twists and thickets, de-invaded, and then annulled by natural solar crystallization, known to varied shifts in different anatomies of creation. Here I am, Rasmus, a committing eclipse incantation which overcomes the vial by he who migrates from nectar, who unmingles barley by he who detracts weight. is out proportioned by lion. Again, stage as photographic ballerina, as impersonal grafting, as magical rotational interventing. Thus, the sun in a montage of death with its wasp, its riddles, its hypothetic neurology. This is where I stand on an ocean of somatic glass. There's several dark and green emblems, near blazing lunar suspensions. As monstrous and opaque as tense equational substratum, I tend to glow in lessened alabaster memory, in motionless compass, in distance symmetry by perception. The archmonomial meridians, the states of distilled refraction, flare through poison infiltrations, just to vanish and re-exist, as though a central spectrum had fallen, as though one had lived in spurious magentas, an imagined trinity of guises as outer or minor chorus, dispersed as electrochemical permutation, as salt, as cold and iridescent unions, so that the taxonomic, the ruthless, the single volatility of particles is negated by confines, as panorama by extensive scorpion. As rainless methodology, there are ants, there are bleak medicinal fractions directed by sudden involvement, as floating vipers in a lake become open neon series, become a fantastic hole in lake dark light. So with the body of a morbid hanging down, my aura burns by shifts, by ambles, by horizons, by the sun in its primordial horace summoned from a spectral